Don't you know that I'm loving you in a garden of Vita, baby? Don't you know that I'll always be true?
Good evening, my fellow Americans. Today I want to talk to you on a subject of deep concern to all Americans and to people all over the world. The war in Vietnam. As with any war, there are many questions. Why have we entered the war in the first place? Why are our men fighting a war that isn't our own? How will we deal with the growing separation in our own country? Now, to answer these questions, allow me to explain what we are facing. The Viet Cong have violated the ethical code established by all reigning countries. They have allied themselves with the communists and have become an oppressive power. People are suffering, women, children, plagued by a tyrant government. It is our duty as Americans to free them. Everyone deserves the rights that we have: freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to choose your leader. Communism is the enemy of freedom. As the greatest nation on earth, it is our role to ensure the world is freedom. That means wherever communism challenges us, it is our duty to face it. We will beat them to the stars if it is necessary. This is why we must enter war. Our men are honor-bound to the country. Any man would gladly fight for his family. Any American would gladly fight for another. This is why our men fight. We have many groups in this country protesting the war, but this war is necessary. They may disagree, yet they will learn in due time. Our soldiers will come back, and America will continue its normal life. Thank you.
Did you hear about Martha's brother?
No, I didn't.
He left for Vietnam today. I can't imagine how awful that must be for Martha. I don't know what I would do if you got drafted.
Geez, that really does suck, but you don't have to worry about that. I'm right here, and I'm not going anywhere.
Dear John, not much is going on at home. The house is actually pretty dull without you. I won a few awards at school. Aunt Becky visited again. She brought you a gift. We put it in your room for you to open when you get home. Hopefully you'll be home to celebrate my birthday. 16. It's a big one. Only a few months to go. Sad you had to spend your birthday at war. We'll just celebrate ours together to make up for it. I miss you. I'm proud to say my brother is fighting for his country. I love you. Love truly, Martha.
Elizabeth.
Don't worry, he'll be back soon. It's not too bad.
Dear James, how's everything going on over there? Are you okay? Everything is just fine over here, and work is the usual. Home has gotten so boring without you. I'm afraid my first letter to you is one bearing bad news. John, Martha's brother, was killed in action some time ago, and she was only given the news yesterday. She's completely devastated. It's so difficult to see her this way. It's only strengthened my fears of losing you. Please be careful and come home to me. I miss you so much. I must think about you 800 times a day. I love you and cannot wait to see you again. Yours always, Elizabeth.
Want a beer?
No thanks. I don't drink.
Alright. You will by the end of this shithole of a war.
Dear Elizabeth, you don't know how much just knowing you care means to me. Without your support, I don't think I could make it out here in this jungle of despair. People get sick, people get shot, people die, and nobody bats an eye. Friends, enemies, it doesn't matter. It's like the value of human life is forgotten here, lost somewhere in this jungle. The only thing keeping me sane is the thought of seeing you again. I miss you, more than you can possibly imagine. But I'll be home before you know it. Love, James.
James! James! James!
Brandon! Brandon!
Mr. President, the war in Vietnam is an unjust war, a brutal war. My family and many others are grief-stricken with the loss of our brothers, fathers, and husbands, and you have shown no concern for any of them. You keep sending men to this hell-stricken land to die. For God's sake, man, look at the wrecked state you left your country in and do something about it. Because obviously what you're doing now isn't working out for you. This war is causing riots to break out in otherwise peaceful communities, and innocent people are dying. If you knew the things our brothers and fathers are facing, you wouldn't be so ignorant as to continue U.S. involvement in this war. Sincerely, Martha McIntosh.
James! James!
Brandon!
James!
Brandon! No! I don't know what that was. I'm sorry.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains.
Hey!
Hi.
How have you been?
I've been just fine. How are you?
Okay, I guess. Things just haven't been the same at home since John died.
Yeah, I understand what that feels like. When James was gone, my whole life changed.
Yeah, but you got him back. He's home.
No, James didn't come back.
Good evening. I have asked for this radio and television time tonight for the purpose of announcing that we today have concluded an agreement to end the war and bring peace with honor in Vietnam and in Southeast Asia. Throughout the years of negotiations, we have insisted on peace with honor. In my earlier addresses from this very room, I set forth reasons to enter war. In this settlement that has been agreed to, our goal to liberate Vietnam has been met. Within 60 days from this Saturday, all American forces will be withdrawn from South Vietnam. The people of South Vietnam have been guaranteed the right to determine their own future without outside interference. We must recognize that ending the war is only the first step towards building peace. Peace that lasts and peace that heals. This is the next step, having our Americans heal from the wounds of war. I would like to congratulate our soldiers. Go home, soldiers. Return to your families. Thank you.
There is a house in your